I had a secret Coachella set lined up.
A secret Coachella set? What the hell, y'all? What the hell? Okay, what the hell?
What the fuck is that?
There can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you. There can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't believe in you. There can be 100 people in the room, and 99 don't.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Scottalicious but Fabulous here, and I am so glad that you guys could join me today. Lady Gaga has delayed her album until further notice. I could not be more heartbroken. I honestly cried for an hour when I read her post on Twitter, which I will be getting into. People are really angry. Some people are being super supportive and understanding. So we're going to get all right into it, and we're gonna do a little get ready with me. As you can tell, I look absolutely busted, and that's because I am tired. And this quarantine got me depressed, sis. So, first, right off the bat, we are going to be using some hair styling gel to get my hair out of my face, and, you know, that kind of good stuff. So, I just, you know, whatever. Bam! The hair's done. So I'm just gonna read real quick what she had posted on Twitter. And mind you, the album was supposed to drop on April 10th. So it's not really a lot of time. It was like, what, for 2 weeks from now? So people are quite upset. But I will read what she said here.
Lady Gaga's post goes as complete follow. First of all, I want to make sure everyone is staying safe and practicing social distancing. Please know that I am thinking of all of you. I wanted to tell you that after a lot of deliberation, I've made the incredibly tough decision to postpone the release of Chromatica. I will announce a new 2020 release date soon. This is such a hectic and scary time for all of us, and while I believe art is one of the strongest things we have to provide joy and healing to each other during times like this, it just doesn't feel right to me to release this album with all that is going on during this global pandemic. Instead, I prefer that we spend this time focusing on finding solutions. It's important to me that the attention is on getting essential medical equipment to healthcare professionals, making sure kids who depend on public schools for meals get the assistance they need, and that we help those who will be financially impacted by this pandemic. As you may have also heard, MGM sadly had to postpone my Vegas shows from April 30th to May 11th due to guidelines about public gatherings from the CDC. I'm hopeful that my other Vegas shows in May will continue and will update you as soon as we have any new information. I also definitely plan to see you on the road for my Chromatica Ball tour this summer. I had so many things planned for us to celebrate together. I had a secret Coachella set lined up.
A secret Coachella set? What the hell, y'all? What the hell? Okay, what the hell?
And a lot of other fun surprises, some of which I'm still planning to share with all of you very soon. Chromatica is still very much on the way, and I can't wait. To my fans, I love you. I know you are disappointed, probably angry and sad, but I also know that as a fan base, as a family, we are strong, we are loving, and we are the kindness punks. So I ask you to practice that kindness in these trying times. I hope you can see that when the album does come out, I want us to be able to dance together, sweat together, hug and kiss each other, and make it the most bombastic celebration of all time. And until that time comes, let's all stay home. But I promise you that when we can go out again, I'm going to make it so much fun. I can't wait to be dancing with you all. Crossing swords, heart emojis, Lady Gaga.
After reading that for the first time, I dead ass cried, y'all. I cried for an hour. I'm honestly so upset and heartbroken that this is happening. But it makes sense. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense. And she is getting so much backlash right now. She's getting tons and tons of backlash. Understandably so. Honestly, I am I'm so upset it's not coming out. But at the same time, after reading that, it makes sense. She had a secret Coachella set. A secret Coachella set. Okay, a secret Coachella set. So I'm going to quickly use some exfoliating Clinique toner. I just like to dab it on my fingers and like just pat it around, you know. Oh, I just got stuff all over. If y'all recall, I believe back in 2017, Lady Gaga headlined Coachella. And she only had a roughly 3 months to prepare for it. And she had still given us a killer show. Some of the best visuals she has ever done in her entire career. And the fact that she had a full-fledged Coachella set planned for us. The shock, I'm so disappointed. I'm praying that this all still happens. Like, a fully planned Coachella set with a full concept not made in 3 months. Sis, what else can we ask for? What else can we ask for? Like, if she only said that I would have been gagged, okay? I would have been gagged. But it makes sense because there's probably something to do with the Coachella set. She probably had a live performance planned, okay? Because she did it last time. She had a live performance last time. So there is a very good chance she was going to do it again. And sis, there's no words. This would have been out of this world. And in all honesty, I think once we realize everything else that's going to be happening with the album, it's going to make more sense on why that she's delaying everything. It just makes sense. Once I've let the exfoliating toner do its job, I'm now going to use a hydrating facial mist. Stuff's pretty nice. I like it. It's a rose mist. But at the same time, here, let me read some comments on her Instagram post for y'all. And y'all can, I'm not gonna hate on anybody. Some of these points are very valid. Some of these points are very, very valid. But I will read them to you here.
So one of the highest liked comments on her Instagram post about this goes as follows. Yep. You're disappointing us because you're afraid of what? Record sales. Not able to promote this properly, ? You had a set amount of your fan base locked to buy your album blindly. This move is a wake-up call. While other artists are sharing their music to help during this time, you reschedule it for a better date to maximize physical copy sales. ... So disappointed. Honestly, right off the bat, I agree, but I don't. I'm one of those fans that would have blindly bought the album. That's just the tea. But with what she did, it does seem like she is concerned with sales, but I will continue on with another comment. I was still waiting for it like it was a ray of light during the quarantine. Honestly, this is such a good time to release it. Since we are all locked up in our homes and alone and bored, we would have streamed the hell out of it. Will she regret this choice by the end of 2020? Adele and Rihanna or any other huge pop icons release their albums at the same time as her? ? Someone else goes to say, well, right now is the best time to release music, actually. People need something to lift them up, and your music has always been doing this. Rescheduling the launch honestly looks like you're looking for more profitable time.
Honestly, I get exactly what people are saying. I really do. Honestly, like, when I said I cried for an hour, I'm not lying. I immediately bawled. I was so upset. That was my quarantine ray of light. That was for me, okay? It's very disappointing to see things like this happen. Some of the comments just come off as a little aggressive. They really do. I do also believe most of this was probably because of her record label pushing it. If y'all don't understand Lady Gaga's history with her record label, it's always been rocky. It has been rocky right from the get-go. She has unreleased songs. Okay, she has leaked her own music to the fans before. She used to go out of her way to just piss her label off. So I can totally see if they were like, sis, you gotta do it. You've broke contract too many times. We've let you slide. You gotta comply. I can see that being a huge player in this whole thing. I can see it. Because Chromatica was supposed to be her big comeback. Like, sis, if she had a secret Coachella lineup... No, man. Nope. I can't. I will probably start crying if I think about it too much. And my hair is driving me nuts. This, now after doing some hydration spray, some vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, sis, some of my favorite products.
And y'all, finally, the last thing I actually used is my sunscreen. This bad boy here has got some hyaluronic acid and should be safe for the oceans. Let's hope. I'm a little dense when it comes to that stuff. Anyway.
I want to know your opinion on this whole thing because it seems to be 50-50. Some people are really upset. Some people are supportive. I'm on the fence. Obviously, I'm gonna buy the album no matter what. We have Chromatica ball tickets. No matter what, I'm supporting what she does. But it doesn't make it any easier, okay? Everybody's sitting there saying, like, this was the ray of light for them. That's the immediately first thing I thought was, like, that was my, like, I've been in quarantine for 4 weeks. I have severe Crohn's disease. I can't leave my house. I can't even go get groceries, y'all. My immune system is super compromised, and I am on medications that can actually, like, if I were to even get the basic flu, which I've had for, like, 2-ish weeks, if it got bad enough, I could die. So, like, and I'm not over-exaggerating whatsoever. Like, it's legit. I actually do plan on making a little Crohn's disease video at some point, possibly this week, so stay tuned for that, possibly. The reason why her and her label are so concerned about the way this album is being rolled out is because the last proper album rollout she actually had, guys, was Born This Way. That was the last album rollout she actually had that was successful. And I don't mean, like, in a commercial sense. I just mean, like, her team didn't completely fail her. Art Pop, complete mess. Most of her team was fired the day before the release just because some crazy things happened with her label and her team and her manager. Her manager left her the day before the album release, which is disgusting. He also went on to Spotify to be the CEO or whatever of Spotify for a while. Troy Carter, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about. Which, it turns out he was actually suppressing Lady Gaga's presence on Spotify. So that's just some extra little tidbits of tea. As well, the Joanne era. The Joanne era was plagued by leaks. The Art Pop era was plagued by leaks. A Star Is Born was plagued by leaks. Chromatica's been plagued by leaks. So I think this time she's sticking to her guns. She's like, no, I'm doing the album rollout the way I want to do the album rollout. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the record label's probably pushing it. Like I said, it's probably more of a joint decision. She hasn't had a proper album rollout in years. In 7 years plus. Okay, 8 years. That's sad. It's Lady Gaga. She should have more marketing presence. She is a great businesswoman, but her team is garbage. Interscope is garbage. So,
Well, just as a thought, trash.
thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you guys enjoyed the content you've seen today, please like, share, subscribe, and or comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I'm done. I'm done.
No, show's over. Show's over.